the class and then the screen. Okay, we'll put chat room here. Okay, so today I will give the key concepts for the GUI stuff. So the GUI stuff, actually you have two steps. The first step is try to design your window, design your panel. The second one is try to do the event-driven programming. Event-driven programming is actually means if I click something, it will do something. Okay, if I have certain kind of event happen, then the program will process a certain kind of action. So this is the key point. So you don't need to worry how to write the code about the window, about the panel, about the component or control, but you should be able to do the event-driven programming. Means I do some action. The GUI stuff, the only code the GUI cannot implement for you is the action. So because you may have different actions for different control for different panels. So this one you should do the programming by yourself. So I think the last time we did the contact editor, maybe a little bit big for us to focus on the event-driven programming. So today I will through a small examples so that we can look at how to deal with this important thing. So today, everyone can see my screen? Okay, so let us do the same thing. So I will build a Java with Ant and Java applications. Make sure that you click the last one, create the main class, but you delete all the things. So here the project name, I will do the exchange currency. Okay, exchange currency. So make sure this one, you cannot have any class for that. Okay, so then you click finish, then you get exchange currency. And in the source package, I will use the new to create the Java JFrame instead of Java class. So I will do the JFrame form. So this one, I will say the exchange currency. Okay, so this is so this one is exchange. So maybe I just do currency. Okay, so currency. Wait, when I do the currency, you will see that, okay, on my screen. So I will not show, so I will make a little bit smaller so that you can see the whole picture. So this is the whole picture. So we see in the last time. So this is the window design. You have the containers, you have the control, and you have AWT. So later we will use AWT when we do the actions. So okay, so today we will do is, okay, we don't add a panel because this is quite small. So I don't need to add multiple panels to the window. So I only need to make it a little bit here. So I will have the property for the window. So here you have the, oh, here we have the JFrame property. So I put the title, so currency exchange. Okay, I put title here. Okay, and then, so everything I will do by default, so it will save my time. Okay, so I will add one label. So this one say US dollar. Okay, US dollar. Okay, so make it smaller, and then I put one JFrame text field. So I just click and put it here. So make it a little bit longer. And for this guy, my property, I not like the text like that. So I will put the default text is 0, 0, 0. 0.00 means at the beginning I enter nothing. And then I want to do the conversion. So this conversion, I will do a radio button. It's to say that which currency you want to convert. So convert to, oh, this one, I have radio button one. I have another radio button. Okay, so this is radio button means, oh, sorry. Oh, I don't want to see this guy, the radio button. Let's, I will click, delete it. So for the radio button one, so I should give its name. So for example, I want to convert to the euro. Okay. So the euro, and I say that if I click this one selected, add the property for the first one. Okay, so here I come back again. So if I say this is selected, it means that, you know, at the beginning by default, this one will be selected. You will see that if I click it, it will be selected by default. Okay, so a tooltip is convert to euro. Okay, so, or maybe I will show that, okay, convert to euro. This is the tooltip. When you move your mouse there, it will show. Okay, for the second one, my test will be, for example, Japanese yen. So it will not be selected. So it will be looks like this. Well, it's a little bit good, and I will put more things. Okay, I have two radio buttons. But this two radio button actually is a radio button means that at any time you can only hit one. But at this moment, if I see this guy, you can click both of them. You can erase the, because it's not grouped together. So how do I do that group? You will see that after the radio button, there is a button group. So for the button group, you can put into the panel design, but you will not see the button group. Where I can see the button group is here. You have the, from the left corner, left bottom corner, you will see that the form is the currency, and then inside is the JFrame. It will be showing the JFrame. This one you can see, right? You can see when you click it, it will be show. But when you click this one, other components, this one is means it's associated with this window, but it's not, it will not be shown in the window. So button group is one of them. Later you will see something, maybe something more. For example, the some dialog box, something like that. You don't want to show it. So this one is the button group one. So Then I will click it back. It will see in the property, it say the button group for Euro and Japanese yen and this two radio button. You will see there is one button group in their property. So in this time, since it's not join any button group, so they can click separately and will not affect each other. So if I say this guy join the group one, this one also join group one, then you will see in the design, you will see there's a link between these two. So it means that they are in the same radio button group. Then when I click to see what it looked like, you will see that when I click one, it will directly switch to each other. So it will not do both. So this is the radio button group. So this is the way we design. Okay, don't forget, if you want to group the radio button into one place, so you should use the button group. Okay, so the last task for the design is I will put two buttons, not a radio button. So two button one and button two. So for button one, I will say that is OK. So OK button. This is perform exchange. Okay, you will perform exchange. You can also do another one. Another button is cancel. Okay, so you cancel this work. Okay, so you will have two buttons. This is the whole thing. Let us see what it happens. So you have this window. You allow to enter the US dollars here, and then you can convert it to euro or you can convert to Japanese yen, and you have two buttons. You click it, it will no response, okay, because there's no event associate. Okay, so far so good for the design. This is for the small project, small example design. Okay, okay, so if you can follow. Hey, now we need to consider the event. Okay, so what is the event? So when I hit, so the event is when I hit OK button. If I hit the OK button, it will convert my value input here to, this is the US dollar value I put in here and convert it to the euro, right? So it will, so how do I do the events? We have two parts. One is called listener. So listener is a kind of the guy listen to the events associated with certain button. So if I have the events associated with the OK button, then I will listen to this OK button. And if there's event happens, if the event happens, then I will perform some action. And this action is binded with this button. Previously, when you do the code, you should create the event listener, you should create the code, and you should bind. So this is 3 steps. You can also look at my slides, slide 14. So this one will give you the whole picture of this 3-stage work. But now, today, since we have the swing, this one, it will make our work easier. So how do I do the event? Okay, so if I have one event, in this example, I want to convert this value from the US dollar to the euro, then I only, and when do I do this conversion is when the customer hit the OK button, then I only need to do is the same thing as the customer hit the OK button. But in order to make sure you hit, it's not just one hit, so you double click OK button. Okay, so now let us try. So if you double click OK button, then it jump to the source code. It's from design to the source. Okay, so design to the source. This is the first you will see. And this is, you can add your handling code here, right? So this is the work you can do. So now we look at the header. So the header will say, you have certain event happen. This is AWT event. And then this one is associate your OK button. So this is button 1 action because the OK button is action button 1. So this is the button 1 action and performed. And at the left corner, at the left bottom, you can see that this is all component you have added to the system. So you have actually, maybe it's better for us first to give the name, some easy name for us to remember. So for this one, I will first erase this and we'll come back again. So how do I change the name for that one? So the name for that one is quite easy. You have 2 ways to change, but the easy way is here. So you have this guy, when you move, say cancel. So this is a cancel button. So I can change the name, change the variable name. So I say that it is a cancel button. Okay, you can see that your button changed. Then this one is, you can see that the relation. So this one is, I want to change the name. So you can right click it or you right double click it. So it will change your name. So I will say OK button. It will be easier for me to remember. So change name. So dollar value. Okay, this is dollar value. This is test field is dollar value. And this one, I can change it to euro. Right, so later it will be easy. So if you don't change the variable name, it's okay. But later, if you have so many variable, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's a little bit headache, right? So this one is easier for us. Okay, let us perform this work again. Double click OK button because I want to associate certain actions. Then you will see that this button action performed, OK button action performed. Okay, so then I can add my code here. So this one is your normal code. Normal code means you previously do a lot of code. This code you can use it without declare class fields, without doing anything. So this one is just like you create a method for this OK button action. Okay, what is the action associate? You will see that there is action associate, right? So, and okay, so let us see what we want to do. Okay, so I want to get the current value. So at the beginning, it's 0. I want to do the convert value. Current is also 0. Right, so then I will do try catch portion. Why I need to do try catch? Because this time every text field you input is the string, okay? But this one may have the number format exception, right? That exception. Okay, so number format exception. Okay, so number format exception. So this time I will do the current value equals to double dot pass double. Okay, so where do I pass? So this one is I get the information from the test field. So the test field name you can find at the left corner. So it's from the dollar value dot. Okay, I can get text. So this one is the get text. So you associate with certain, so again, so associated with certain component, for example, test field, when you use that variable name and put a dot there, it will show what kind of method you can use. So this one, it will say that, okay, I want to get the text from that, it will get the string, it will return the string value. You can see that the string value is here. It will return string value. Okay, so string value. Definitely, you know the pass double will get the problem, right? If current value is smaller than 0, I will throw the number format. Okay, so the first one, if you give me the string which is not the double value, I will throw the number format exception. Another one, I throw the new thing is if this current value is smaller than 0, it's not a good value, right? So this one is a negative value, you cannot do the conversion. Okay, so if this one is not the case, then I can do the things is do the convert. So then I will say that if Euro button is selected, so this one you will do is, okay, if I select this one, so you will see this is all methods associated with the radio button. But we probably will use is the most common use is selected. This is a Boolean value. It will say return the state of the button true if the button is selected, false is if it's not. Okay, so it's selected. What I will do. So if Euro is selected, then I will have the convert value equals to current value times, okay, the Euro now is, I just checked the website, now it's $0.1 equals to 92 cents in Euro. Okay, so this one is the convert value. Of course, you can show in print system out, print in line. But here, since we do GUI stuff, okay, anyone? Oh, the question is if you throw the format exception from the try clause, it will go to the catch statement. Yes, it will go to the catch immediately if you have, if the exception happens. In this case, if this one is the same, so if this one is the same, smaller than 0, then it will directly go to here. It will not move forward. Okay, so let us focus. This time I don't want to use the system.out print inline because this is the GUI stuff. GUI stuff, I want to have a dialog box. So I want to have a, I want to pop out one pop one window out to the customer to say that, okay, this value is not valid, or this is a conversion, what is the value for euro. So this time I will do is J option panel. So this one is already associated, but you should import. So swing J option panel. So in J option panel, I have a lot of, this one is the fields associated with the option panel. You have also have methods, components associated. So today we will show is the message dialog. So message dialog. You can do the input dialog, and you most of the time we will do is a confirm dialog. This one is a confirmation, and the other one is show the message dialog. So this one is what is the root panel for this one is this. Show in this window, or you do not nor, you can say nor, there's no parent component, or this parent component is a current window. So this means it's a current window, or you use nor. So another way you use nor is to say, I don't want to associate with any parent component, okay? Maybe we can try this. If it's not work, then we do nor. Okay, so US dollar plus, okay, so US dollar plus current value. Okay, this one is just like your system out printing line. What is the message you want to show? Instead of showing on here, so in your NetBeans, I want to show on the screen. So okay, so US dollar, this guy is how much? Is how much win? Is how much convert value plus euro. Okay, so okay. So this one is show dialog box. This one, instead of print the message in your NetBeans, it will directly do on the screen. So use the dialog box, so show on the screen. Okay, I can copy this one for the Japanese yen. So I can do the same thing is JPY is selected. Then my convert value I search is 107. This time is 107.66. Okay, then it's just this one. Okay, this is quite exactly the same. So I just make copy paste. Hey, so this one is two things you selected. Since it's the radio button, you can also do else part. Else if, right? Yeah, since this, I only have two radio buttons, so you can eliminate if this statement because you either Euro or Japanese yen. So you can eliminate if statement here. But for complete, maybe you have multiple radio button grouped in one group, then you should use if, else, right? This is the same thing as nested if, else statement. If it's a catch part, if the catch part, then I will say that the string, I will say string dollar. So I will also use this one, J option show dialog box. So J option option panel, show show message box, then I will see that this one, it will give me more information. So I can put more information. So this time, this one is not what I want. So, but this is 4 parts. One is, okay, which window you belong to. And this is the message you want to show to the customer. So to say that, okay, dollar value dot get text plus. So this value is not valid. It's not valid. Okay, so this is the message you want to show to the customer. Okay, so this one is, right, this is the, what is the parent window of this message dialog box. Then this one is what is the message you want to show to the customer. And then the title, I will say that error. Okay, this is the error message. And the last one, actually, I want to see what kind of message type. So whether it's the OK message or this one is the problem. So I can choose error message. This one means this is the error happens. Or plain message means this one is the normal message. You can have the question message. You have warning message. So this is the type of message you want to show to the customer. So what level? So here, this time it's not good. Your input is wrong. So I would like to show error message. So this is the error message. Okay, so this is the whole code associated with the OK button. So when you click the OK button, it will first convert to a double value from the string and read from the text field. And then you do the conversion. If this one, the value is okay. If it's not, then you say that it's invalid. Okay, so this is the source. We can do another actions associated with cancel. So I double click cancel. If I do double click cancel, this one means you don't want to do anything. The way you run this one is to say, okay, system.exit. Okay, so this means I want to exit the conversion. So if you click the cancel button, of course you can make it more complicated and ask, show a dialog box, ask the customer to say whether you want to. So whether you want to, then if they say okay, then you will exit. Otherwise, it's you will not. But this time, I just if you click the cancel button, I will stop the program. Okay, so this is the whole pictures, and then let us see. Okay, when you click run button, it will select the main class. So this time, when you first run, it will ask you to select which main class you will run. This why this way? Because you may create a lot of windows. This time I just have one window, right? So if you have multiple windows, then it will ask which one you want to start, from which one you want to start your code. Okay, so when I run it, okay, you can see that on my window. So first I will do this guy. Well, you will see that the negative one is not valid, right? This is the error message. Hey, when you, okay, I will do this one. Click OK button. It say that this value is not valid. Okay, so now I will do certain good thing. $70. So it will show that $70 is 64.4 euro. So this is the information. So if you don't provide the type of message you want to show, there's no title. So this one is a kind of, it will just say message and give you the information, the offer information. So this one, if you don't like, you can create a title for this option panel. And also you can judge what kind of type of message you want to have. So if it's the wrong thing, say, okay, so you can see that this is the title, this is the error message, so it will give you this information here. Okay, so for example, I can test this one, and you will see this one is a click to yen, right? This is the yen, because this guy, I click here. And you can see that, okay, if I click one, you cannot click the other. That's why this one is say radio button. If I click cancel, it will be done. It will just finish building the code. What is it referring to? This means you refer to the current window. So this means the current window. So let us see what's the difference between that. Okay, so let us run. Okay, if I move to here and say, okay, 56, okay. So this means that this message box, you can see that it's within the range of your this window, right? This window. If you move to here, so you click, it will within this window area. Okay, so it will associate with the area of the current window you are running. So this means the current window. Okay, if you don't use this to say that I don't want to use this, I want to use nor, you can also say that there is not associate, then this one, it will be put on the middle of the screen. So the first one is just to say that this dialog box is binding with which window. Is binding with which window. Okay, we can try this. Yeah, we just do a little bit small demo. It's quite straightforward quickly. Okay, so I put that here and say, okay, very bad. You can see that this one is not binding. No matter your parent window, where it is, it will always in the middle of the screen. Okay. But if you bind it, then this one is associated with your current window. So this means your current window. Of course, if you don't want to bind with the current window, then you can use any other windows. If you have multiple windows, you can bind with other windows and show which one is your parent window. Okay, any questions and any okay, so continue our work. So I will check the user and the password. So this time, so user password UP example. This window is called UP example, kind of interesting name. So, okay, so this time we will do label, say username, and I will do another label called password. Okay, password. Okay, so I will do the text field. Text field. This name for text field is called username. So I will not give any text. And but I changed its name. So change the variable name is called username. Okay. So and then I do another test field, but I will make it there. So the name, so this one, I will change its name. So as a password. Okay, so username and the password, make it bigger, a little bit bigger. So, okay, I can do binding. If you can select this text field, this two, and say that, okay, I will double click it. So choose this two and right click it. You can align, so you can arch, and you can align is to say that, okay, I want them have the same size, so then I will make it the same size. Okay, so next one. Okay, I will have the three button. Button one, button two, button three. Okay, and make it the same size as my button. Okay, so button one, I will say the name for button one, property. The name for button one is save. Okay, save button. And the name for button two is reload. Okay, so name for button three is cancel. Okay, so I have three buttons. Okay, and this is my design. Okay, I can save my username and the password into files. So if I want to associate with a file, then I will do, this one is the new thing I will do is, I can have swings, we can have the file chooser. Okay, this one is looks like file chooser. I can put that here, file chooser. Or if you don't like it to show, you can put it into the other part. Okay, so, but later I will do this file chooser. But this time, I will associate with save functions. Okay, everyone finish this design? Okay, so now first we add events with cancel. This one is easy. So, but I will first change the name for that one. Save button. Sorry. So this one is a reload button. Later, I will be easier for me to do the work. So I will first do the events associated with the cancel button. Cancel button is quite easy. So system.exit 0. Okay, so this one is quite easy. If you click it, it will directly say I will exit. Okay, so now the next one is for the save button. So for the save button, okay, so I will add things is I will add is the file chooser. So this is the file chooser. This is the file chooser. So I will do is give its name. So maybe I will do file chooser. Okay, so this is the file chooser. Although it will not see in this one, but I will let's see the JFrame. Okay. So this is the file chooser. I will close it. So we can have actions associated with file chooser. Okay, but I will do later associate with the save button. So I click the save button. It will see that what is the save I can have. So I have file chooser. I can have, so this one, but I will, if you save it, we want to save the username and the password. So first one I will do is check. So I will create one thing is check valid. if check valid give me the correct answer, I will do okay, I will first check the valid whether this username and password is okay or not. So this one is check. So I create the check valid, return is a Boolean value. So check valid, I will only check whether password is 6 bits long, has one, does not contain the username. So I will say if, so check valid, I will pass in the two things. One is I get the value username. So this one is the username dot get text, right? So get text. This is test field, so I can get text and password. Oh, what is my name? Oh, uppercase. Password not get text. Oh, string user string pass. If string pass, if pass dot length, if dot length is smaller than 6, return false. Okay. If pass dot to lowercase dot index of user dot to lowercase, if it's contained greater than -1, return false. Okay, so this one I check is the password should be at least 6 characters long, and it cannot contain the username. So the password cannot contain the username. If these two satisfied, then I will return true. Okay. Okay, so this one is the checking. Okay, let's go back to our code. So if passing the checking, then I will do save it, right? You will do save it. So how do I save it is integer return value equals to file chooser. So I have the file chooser, right? I have file chooser window. So show dialog box. So you have two show dialog. One is show open dialog, one is show save dialog. Since this time I want to save it, right? I want to save it, so I will show saving dialog. So show saving dialog. And what's this dialog associate is with the current window. So with the current window. Okay, so you will see this. Then if return value equals to J, so when you click the save, it means that you want to prove, you want to save the file. So this one is approve option. So for each one, you will have save or you will cancel it, right? So you will approve option and you will have cancel option. So if it's the approve option, means you want to save. So if you want to save, then I will do is, okay, I will save it. Oh, how do I do is a file, saved file equals to file chooser dot, so file chooser dot get selected file. So this one is I will get the file. So if I want to do this file name, so I should input the file. Okay, so input IO. So then I get the file name. So I get the file name. So I can try. So now I will do file IO. So this one is print writer. So out. So out equals to new print writer. So if I want to do the print writer, I should import a new print writer. I get saved file. Okay, so I have tried, and then definitely I need to catch, right? Catch IO exception, EX. I need to import IO, right? So okay, so this time I don't need to do this guy, so will be saving me a lot. Oh, this one is the wrong options. So file not found the exception. Okay, so since I do IO, so this is the same thing. We do the catch, try and catch. So this time it's quite easy. So out dot print line, print in line. So we do is user dot get text. This is the first line I write out. And out print line. So this is the traditional. This is the traditional file IO. So I just write to that. So the only thing associated with GUI is you have the file chooser, you select and you can save. So this time is, can I do J option? I will copy, so J option panel. So J option panel show, if it's not a good message, so I will show this guy to say that, okay, if I cannot open that file to save, so then this one is kind of, I will say this and cannot open the file. Okay, please mute your mic. This is the error message and the J option panel dot error message. Okay, so this is for the save button. Oh, go quick. So save it. Okay, so now let us try. Where is my window? Okay, my window is here. A little bit ugly. Okay, username. Whatever, password. Okay, save it. You will see that there is you can open a test book. So I may have a new file, save sample. Okay, maybe I will save sample dot text. So txt. So then I will save sample. Will it be where it is? So maybe we do document. Not good. Go upstairs. So save button. So save it. Okay, when it's saved. Okay, let us see what we have. So user, right? So it's at my user. Maybe I save it at the document is much better, right? So I may create one thing. So let me see in the teaching, I create a new. No, and then I may create. So in my document, teaching. Okay, I save sample at here. Okay, so okay, so let us try again. So when we finish, then we can see that one. So okay, save it. So at my document, sample, teaching, sample. I will do this guy, save at this guy. Okay, you will see that the username is this guy, password is this guy. And then in order to demo it, so we go back to document, the teaching, sample. Let us see. Why it cannot open? Okay, so maybe it's the writing format problem. So okay, next time we will use the code to open it. Okay, so that's all for today's class. And next time we will first look at how to reload the system, reload the file so that it will no problem. Okay, any questions?